Welcome, heroes! Are you as excited as I am to open up our new green shirts and our Cobra Troopers? Man, this Joe set, I've been excited. They're so cool. But before we get into these, I just want to talk a little bit about meta and see, were we right or are we wrong about where we think their strength will be? I know the Troopers have been considered probably pretty strong because it's a bonding range common squad. So I pulled up some data off of .org. Now, keep in mind, the Troopers and all the Joe stuff has not even been out for a month. But the one thing that us, Heroescapers, like to do is test out things before they come out. So there's been a bunch of tournaments of like into the future stuff and practice things. So we do have a little bit of data. And so keep in mind, it is a small sample size, definitely going to change, especially as people play the figures, they get better at it, and they play against them, they get better at beating it. So these numbers are going to change over time. But I thought it'd be really cool to take a look at them, see if we were right, see if we were wrong, and then we'll continue to monitor these numbers as time goes. So I'll do that in the monthly Heroescape Herald that I do. So do subscribe if you want to check out those videos and stay up to date on the meta and see how all of our common squads are doing as they come out. So I'll pull up the data right here. Very interesting. Don't jump ahead. Let's go along. We'll start with the lowest win rate. We got the green shirts. Unfortunately, they're at 33% win rate, but they've only had 3 games. That's like very little data. So don't write them off, but I am planning to take them to probably like one of the next tournaments just to see if I can change that win rate and win. But maybe I won't. We'll see. So anyways, 33%. Next we have Chain Grets. Chain Grets have 12 games and they're 50%. So coin toss there. 50-50. So, but they have 12 games, so that's a pretty good amount. Next we have the Cobra Troopers, and that's the one where like they're gonna be the best out of all the commons, and they definitely still could be. But here's the current data of 11 games, and they have a 69% win rate, which is good. Anything over 50 means it's a higher chance of winning, right? But when you get into the 60s, like that's a pretty good chance of winning, I think. Now, what's super interesting, and this is where I say, like, are we wrong? The Necrotech Wraithriders have had 16 games, so more games, so that helps with having a little bit more data. And they have an 81% win rate. Like, why is it so high? I don't know. That's very interesting. So we need to keep our eye out, see how the data continues to go. But that's interesting. I might have to do some more practices with the Necrotechs. Obviously, they're not out yet officially. So again, this data doesn't give us the most information, but it's some information and it's interesting. So anyways, I liked it. So let's get into the unboxing and check out these new figures.
Let's open up the green shirts first. Box. Pretty cool. It is quite thick, but that's because the helicopter guy has got these huge pillars that needs space for it. Let's check out the back real quick before I fully open this up. Fighting for freedom over land and air. It's kind of one of those taglines of the Joes. This new battlefield may not be their home, but the rank and file troops of G.I. Joe won't let that stop them from joining the fight on the side of justice. Neither will they leave their new comrades in arms behind should they fall. As air support provides opportunistic cover fire, the daring green shirts fight to bring every last soldier back home. So, cool. We got green shirts and we got battle copters. Pretty cool. Let's open it up. There we go. Okay. Nothing like a new plastic. Let's check out the copter first. There we go. There's the copter. That's big, but not too big. I feel like it's a good size. I really like it's cool having these clear bases. We haven't really had much of that actual showing it that it's flying. The only thing we really have had is Nesbitt, I think. And he didn't have a clear base, so it's kind of cool to have that. but he's painted pretty well. I like it. I think he's cool. I have to test him out. I haven't actually tested this guy out yet, so I'm going to need to do a battle, maybe try to take some copters to some tournaments. Let's see his card here. Okay, so he is a Joe, obviously. Human, scout. So there's some synergies with scout, which is cool. And then common heroes, also nice because if you do field several of the copters, you do not need to have multiple cards for that. You just one card and you can move and use any of the copters on the field. Cool. All right, let's stat block. 2 life, 5 move, 5 range, attack 2, 4 defense, 35 points. Yeah, that's not bad. Like something comparable stat line is the Grave Grim is 40 points and it's 2, 6, no range, but has attack of 4, defense 4, so a little bit more, but more points. But no range, can range it quite a bit. And then you add in the stats, and especially when you add flying, it's like this threat range becomes a lot more. And then he has a special, strafe, special attack, line 5, so 5, a shot of 5 in a row, like Nilfheim, not Nilfheim, Mimring. Attack 3. Friendly figures are not affected by Strife special attack. That's really nice too, because a lot of the line fire attacks just hit everybody in the line. So you have to be really careful. But this one, you don't have to worry about accidentally hitting your own figures. And then we have battle ready. Before you reveal a numbered order marker on another army card in your army, you may reveal the X order marker on battle copter. If you do, move that numbered order marker to this army card and reveal it. That's really cool because if there's just like a really good opportunity that you'd be able to use the battle copter, you can switch to use that. Or maybe your other guys actually died and you're going to lose an order marker, but you can reveal the X and move that order marker over in order to save that turn so you don't lose out on an activation. So that's a really cool thing too. Now they can also be utilized by Duke. So you could take a turn on Duke, and if you had 2 of these copters, you could move and attack with 2 copters. So I think they'll be pretty good with Duke as well, because being able to take a turn with 2 of those is cool. So they're cool. And 35 points is not bad. So like kind of give you an opportunity to be a filler. All right, let's take a look at the green shirts. Here we go. Let's see her. She looks really cool. I like it. Kneeling down. I like how her hair's like flying in the wind. Her eyes look really good. Actually, all the eyes on my box look pretty good. So I know that's a thing that everybody's like, look at their eyes, and worried about googly eyes, but we'll see how all mine look. Yeah, he looks. Yeah, his eyes a little lower on that one. It's pretty good though. He's cool, just kind of standing there. He's got his gun. I like this guy's stance because he's kind of like semi-running. He looks cool. And then she kind of has that similar stance, just like, I'm ready. Let's go. Green shirts. I think they look good. Mine turned out great. I like the little belt. They got like grenades and stuff. It's cool. All right, let's look at that card. See what they do. All right, yeah, they're Joes. The green shirts. Human, common squad, so we can field as many as we can fit. Soldiers, so there's synergies with soldiers and valiant. So there's a lot of different synergies that we can find there. 1 life, because yeah, they're common. 5 5 move, 5 range, attack 2, defense 2, 85 points. So it feels a little expensive, but they are a range squad, and range squads are generally really good. Attack 2's not super high, but a lot of times with range squads, you're on height, so you're doing attack 3, and attack 3 is the magic number to usually kill things, because you can get 2 skulls, and when you get 2 skulls, that kills things or wounds things most of the time. And now they have an ability, which helps them in getting a little bit more attack, because you can use Duke with them wherever there's trouble. Before taking a turn with green shirts, you may move up to 2 unengaged G.I. Joe or soldier heroes you control, up to 2 spaces. So you can so the thing that's cool with like Duke or something is that Duke, if he's within 2 spaces of another Joe, they get +1 attack. So you you do have to reveal an order marker on Duke. So you take a turn with Duke and move him up and have another hero in your army like Roadblock or something. Move them up. And then the next 2 turns you take it with the green shirts, and you can use this ability to keep Duke with you. So then you get that plus attack. So they can have attack of 3, attack of 4 on height, and that's really strong to have attack of 4. So if you get on height and everything, so pretty great combination. I'll have to try them out. I haven't done it yet. I haven't had a chance to really play them, so I'm definitely going to try to play them, do some test games, or maybe take them to a tournament. But that is the green shirts for you. Time for the Cobras. So we got Cobra Troopers and the Cobra Flight Pod. The Treble Bubble. Let's take a look at the back. Yeah. Cobra. Cobra seeks world domination, and when put to the test, any world will do. Now, loose on Valhalla, hordes of Cobra Troopers swarm the beaten grass and choppy air to follow the lead of their high command. Sweet. Cobra. All right, let's take it out. There we are. Let's take a look at the flight pod. Okay. That's kind of fun. It's got like this visor cover. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this can this can pop right off. So for painting, it'll be very helpful, because I'm going to be painting one of these guys, and I couldn't imagine trying to paint under that. It'd be impossible. So that's good. Yeah, he looks cool. It's very similar to the other one. And the copter is bigger, like the fin thing and the blades up top definitely are a little bit bigger, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same profile. Same size base. Yeah, very similar. He's pretty cool looking. No guy. All right, let's take a look at his card and what he does. I haven't used him either yet. I have used these troopers though. Okay, we got the Cobra Flight Pod. He's human, common, scout, and tricky. So we have some synergies all throughout that as well. He's also 35 points, 2 life, 4 moves. So he's a little slower than the copter. Range 5 is the same, attack 2 is the same, defense 4 is the same. So just slower. And what does he have? He has air to ground missile special attack. So range 4, so not as much range either, but it's an explosion 1, attack 3. So he can blow up pods. Very interesting. Kind of seems like it would have been nice to have the copter have the explosion effect, because if the copter's fighting against Cobra, troopers want to pod up. So, well, man, that's cool though. Having a explosive attack, so you can hit potentially, if they had 7 guys on a tile and you shot the middle one, you'd hit every single one. So that could be really strong. But generally, you're probably hitting 2 or 3. And it has battle ready as well. So you can move the X, if you have the order X order marker, you reveal it, then you can move unrevealed order marker over and reveal it and take a turn. So same deal and whatnot. So that's cool. They have their own helicopter, the flight pod. Cool. Let's look at these troopers. Okay. They look cool. Yeah, we got little like red eyes. They have masks. It's cool. Cool looking. They look really cool looking. Next one. Don't look like they really. I think I see some white in there, but no dots. Cool. Another guy. And our last one. The troopers are cool. All right, so I have played the troopers quite a bit. Just in practice and everything, because they seem like they're pretty strong and they're great. They're good. I've had super close games. I've lost a few too, so like I don't think they're completely busted by any means, but they're really good. Now let's look at their card. So human, common squad, trooper, fanatical. I don't really think there's any synergies going on with those. So let's look at their stab block. 1 life, 5 move, 6 range. So they outrange the green shirts by 1. Attack 1, so less attack. Defense 2, so same defense. 70 points. So they're a little cheaper. Now, I think the advantage that the green shirts have over the troopers is that they have attack 2. So that helps a little bit because it gives them the option to spread out a little bit more, including with Duke, because they have to be within 2 range, so they can kind of spread out on each side of Duke. Where the troopers, the way their ability works, they have to be adjacent. So they really pod up into a spot. And so if you're not good at managing a pod, then the troopers will definitely not be as effective. Where the green shirts, you can kind of spread them out more, even if you're not within Duke's range. Go get glyphs, go do other things, because the troopers aren't getting glyphs. And glyphs can be pretty powerful sometimes. So that's just something you have to keep in mind. Pods versus something that can be a little bit versatile on the map, because map control can make a big difference in a game too. So yeah, it just depends on the game. Okay, so let's look at their abilities. They have Coils of Cobra. Cobra troopers add 1 to their attack value for each adjacent unique Cobra figure you control. Pretty strong because you can buff them up pretty easily. And for example, the Crimson Twins, they're 70 points, and each one counts as a unique figure. Therefore, just adding them in, you can raise for 70 points, get them to attack 3. And you just got to be adjacent to the twins. So that's cool. And then the twins can hire somebody. So you could hire like Raylin 4.0 and make it a Cobra. And then they get boosted by Raylin. And then Raylin tries to protect the troopers. So it makes you scared to shoot at them, because then Raylin might swoop you. So there's some really cool synergies you can do. A lot of different combos with the heroes that they have to help. So there's some powerful things there. Now, the most powerful thing about this squad is this: villainous bonding. Before taking a turn with Cobra Troopers, you may first take a turn with a Warlord or Profiteer hero you control. So the Troopers can bond with quite a few figures. There's a bunch of Warlords from Classic Heroescape, and then they obviously have the new Warlords that they can bond with, like Serpentor. They can bond with Cobra Commander. They can also bond with Profiteer, which is like Destro. So Destro, when you add Destro to this army, you get 4 shots of them, and then Destro bonding is another 2 shots, and it's all ranged. So that's pretty strong. And then, yeah, other warlords too. So like, even what the Lich? You could do the Lich. You could do Morgrim. There's just a lot of warlords, and it's cool. There's a bunch of Maro warlords too. So there's a bunch of different things you could do. They are really strong. They're really fun to play. But I'm definitely learning how to pod properly, because there's a few when you got to move like the Crimson Twins, you got to move some figures that are not bonding. If you don't place them in the right place, then it can sometimes make it really hard to get the bonuses from their coils of Cobra because you might have placed your figure not in a great spot. Therefore, you can't position well around them and you're not getting your maximum buff. So you gotta be very strategic about how you place your heroes to buff these guys and where that battle is gonna happen on the map, because you don't want to waste an order marker moving around cheerleaders. So cool. Those are the troopers.
Man, aren't those some awesome figures? I am so excited to be able to play these officially in tournaments and see how things pan out and play. You know, I think I've done a lot of play testing with the troopers, and I've actually played in one tournament now, like other than like Into the Future and like pre-release stuff. I played in one tournament last Saturday, and it was a blast playing the troopers and Destro and Serpentor. You know, it was good. There was a few close games. I did end up winning that tournament though, so you know, there was some luck. There's different things that happened. You know, it just, you never know. But it was a good time. So check out, I have a bunch of little short videos if you want to catch up on that tournament. A lot of fun. So really cool. And if you want to get yourself some of these new Joes and Cobras, I do have affiliate link in the description, and that helps out the channel a lot. And also shout out to Renegade. I appreciate them so much. They're really awesome. They're cooking up awesome designs, and they did send some of these figures for me to do these unboxings and reviews for all of you as well. So again, thank you for watching, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep on scaping. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.